Standing before the massive stone door, the ancient inscriptions seem to whisper a warning. The air here is so still. Only the heavy heartbeat of those waiting in bated breath breaks the silence. Are we perhaps about to touch something mankind has forgotten for millennia? The trembling hands of the archaeologist brush against the stone, his eyes filled with reverence and curiosity. Will all beliefs and doctrines remain intact once this door opens? Or are we risking reverence in exchange for truth? A truth that might shake the very foundations of sacred values. A faint light flashes from within, a light with no known origin. Is it from some supernatural force, or merely the light of truth unveiled? In that moment, everyone remains silent, as if standing on the edge between faith and science. Inside the tomb, there are not only strange symbols, but an overwhelming emptiness. Could it be that the Virgin Mother never rested here, or is there something humanity has yet to understand? Between mystery and reality, we face a question not easily answered. What do you think? Is it right for us to uncover mysteries that our ancestors purposefully buried? Or have we strayed too far from the faith we once cherished? Share your thoughts below. Should we continue searching? Or is this where our journey should end? In every place believed to be the Virgin Mother's resting place, there's an extraordinary sacredness, a feeling as though her presence still lingers, gentle and peaceful, beyond time. The story of the Virgin Mother is not just historical events, but tales that inspire boundless faith and love, moving the hearts of those who listen with something profoundly mysterious. In every tear and pain of those who believe in her, there's a subtle comfort, like a soft petal in the breeze, soothing the wounds within the soul. Many say that when they pray, they feel her light, not a blinding light, but one of forgiveness and unconditional love, spreading through whispered prayers. The Virgin Mary is not merely a figure. She's a symbol of sacrifice, a sacrifice we may never fully understand, but one we always feel deep in our hearts. There's something unexplainable at her resting place, a blend of loss and eternal faith, like a never-ending cycle. To speak of the Virgin Mother is not to speak of life or death alone. It's to speak of hope, of an everlasting presence, a love time cannot break. Some believe the Virgin is not only present in their prayers, but in each act of kindness and every quiet sacrifice witnessed daily. Those who have once visited such sacred places feel that no matter where they go, her presence persists like a warm flame, soothing the soul. Each story of the Virgin Mother reminds us of humility, of rising after great sorrow, and of a mother's gentle yet powerful protection. The world may change, but the values she embodies are constant, like a star guiding those lost in life's darkness. We are the storytellers of her life, and simultaneously, we are on our journey, seeking faith as she has always been beside the weak. Do we truly understand the love and sacrifice the Virgin has offered us, or is it only a small part gradually unfolding before us? Perhaps faith is the only thing we can rely on when facing mysteries even history cannot satisfactorily answer. If one day you stand at her supposed resting place, would you feel that peace? Or something else, a question left lingering in your heart? So, if you could ask one question of the Virgin Mother, what would it be? Maybe the question isn't in words but in something deeper, a feeling you've sought for a long time. Do you believe that in your life you can find such peace? If there's one blessing you wish to receive from her, what would it be? That's the question each of us must answer. When the first stone was removed, a cold breeze swept in, as if ancient times had suddenly returned. The archaeologist's hands trembled, not out of fear, but a deep reverence. Thin layers of dust fell from the vault's ceiling, each small particle a reminder of countless generations lying deep in the earth, awaiting their revelation. Each stone in the tomb seems to have its story to tell. The fragments bear witness to centuries past, evoking a serene yet dark history. Their gazes remain fixed on the site. Some sigh softly, wondering, could this really be the Virgin Mary's resting place? From that moment on, questions arise, not just about the tomb's location, but about its true significance for the faith and hope of millions. Standing before the tomb, they feel an invisible weight, as though it holds not only a body, but the very soul of a faith. Truth may be painful, but do they dare face it? Or will this remain a secret forever, leaving behind a mystery none dare disturb? A single tear falls, unclear whether from emotion or fear. What would the world think if this truly were the Virgin Mary's resting place? The breathless atmosphere engulfs them, as though they've entered a sacred and forbidden place where every thought and action bears absolute reverence. The sanctity of this place forces them to take a step back. Some murmur a prayer, as if to seek permission to proceed, to find peace for themselves. Could they press on, digging deeper, shattering the veil of secrecy kept hidden for generations? Or will they let this secret remain buried forever? Sometimes, the value of a discovery lies not in its revelation, but in its preservation. Sometimes letting go of the truth is a way to protect faith. The question is no longer, is this the Virgin Mary's tomb? But is humanity ready to face what they might find? Choices come with responsibility. Sometimes, seeing the truth can shatter what centuries of faith and hope have built. Can they continue this exploration without wounding the spirits of those watching, awaiting an answer? If you were standing there, what would you do? Would you go further or stop, letting the past rest eternally in its shadows? The astonishing fact is that upon unsealing, the tomb was completely empty. Some researchers suggest this emptiness itself may be a sign of the Virgin Mary's ascension. How could the tomb be so empty? Could it be a sign of something magnificent, a divine intervention beyond our understanding? Many believe this void is evidence of the Virgin being taken to heaven, body and soul, untouched by decay as ordinary humans are. How could a human body vanish so miraculously? This question has been sought after by theologians and believers alike. A sense of unease arises among those present. Are they facing a miracle? Or is this a sign of something even deeper? The empty tomb, seemingly only a silence, compels visitors to ponder faith, hope, and the limits of human comprehension. It's said that this event isn't merely to affirm the Virgin sanctity, but also to remind us of a faith journey that is far from simple. Generations have come here, standing before the empty tomb, finding themselves confronted with a mystery no book can fully explain. Gazing into the void, some feel moved, others puzzled, questioning what is truly happening. A miracle, or something beyond human explanation. The silence is not merely the absence of a body. It is a challenge, urging each one to find their own answer. If indeed there was an ascension, does it mean there's another path, another form of eternal life, even after the body fades away? Is this emptiness proof of a path leading to heaven, or merely a myth we create to soothe our faith? So what forms our belief? An empty tomb? Or a yearning for life beyond death, a dream of immortality? When we look into that emptiness, can we believe in life after death, or is it just a faint dream in the night of the human heart? Perhaps this very question is the true gift the Virgin wished to leave us, a lesson without easy answers. What do you think? Is this empty tomb a miracle, a hope, or merely a story? The answer might lie within your heart. When speaking of the Virgin's passing, Catholicism and Orthodoxy share profound respect but not identical views. A shared truth, approached differently. Catholics believe that at the moment of Mary's departure from the world, she was taken to heaven in entirety, without the pain of death. To them, Mary's ascension is a merciful act of God, affirming her unique place in the hearts of all people. In contrast, the Orthodox depict Mary's death as a sacred moment. She left her body not to vanish into oblivion. They believe that even in death, she was honored and resurrected, a symbol of eternal life, preparing to meet God. To Orthodox believers, Mary is not just a symbol but a close figure, a mother who remains beside them even in the darkest times. For both faiths, Mary is a bridge between earth and heaven, a symbol of boundless compassion and protection. Both traditions honor her as a woman of strong spirit, one who has overcome all earthly limits and challenges. But what does this mean for us? Does this difference separate us, or is it another way to see God through our own eyes? Do these different stories help us better understand strength, sacrifice, and the true meaning of unconditional love? Or is it a reminder that each person has the right to find their spiritual path, even if it diverges from others? Both beliefs affirm an unchanging truth. Mary is a sacred figure of love and unconditional devotion to God. We don't need to fully agree with each other, only to feel that somewhere she still watches over us with love. Perhaps this is why Mary is a symbol of unity amid the differences of faith and culture. Though each person views her through a different lens, one thing never changes. Her love flows endlessly in every believer's heart. So what do you think? Can we accept these differences and together find a common meaning? Reflect. Could it be that each story enriches our lives? When people think of the Virgin Mary's resting place, they are easily captivated by mystical tales, legends filled with spiritual light that shine across the world. There's a legend that says Mary was laid to rest in the faraway lands of Turkmenistan, where desert winds still carry stories of her sacred presence. In Iraq, pilgrims continue to pass down tales of the Virgin Mother, who left an everlasting mark on this land, despite the sands of time that have settled over it. Even in Pakistan, in remote villages, people still tell of the Virgin as a guest who once visited and blessed this land. These folk tales, though touched by fantasy, are proof of the deep reverence humanity holds for the Virgin Mary, a symbol that transcends time and space. What makes these distant lands believe Mary rested there? Perhaps it's the sacred bond that each person feels with the divine. In every story, Mary is not merely a historical figure. She represents hope and compassion, a mother to humanity, regardless of origin or faith. So do we truly know where her final resting place is? Or will it forever remain an endless mystery, stirring faith and reverence within us? These legends are not merely memories. They remind us of an invisible bond that connects cultures beyond all language and religion. Mary seems to have left her mark in countless hearts, like an eternal flame guiding people through the darkest times of life. For some, the search for her resting place is a journey to find a part of themselves, a pilgrimage not only across geography, but of the soul. In each step taken by pilgrims, Mary seems to be present, offering comfort and faith to those tirelessly searching for meaning in life. But does it truly matter? Is finding her resting place the point, or is it what she has left in our hearts? These legends and beliefs may just be the way we keep Mary alive in the hearts of humankind, across all distances. Mary, a mother not only of one faith but of humanity, remains a symbol of compassion, patience, and boundless love. And you, if given the chance, would you choose to search for her resting place, or keep her forever in your heart as part of the values you cherish? The empty tomb of Mary may not just be a physical sign, but a moving reminder of eternal life. The candles burning in that dark night reflect a silent yet powerful hope that death is only a door, not an end. Each time the empty tomb is mentioned, a strange unease arises. We wonder, what happened that night, when all of heaven fell silent to watch? Is Mary's absence in the tomb a miracle foretold? Or just a reminder of something greater we've yet to understand? Among the faded inscriptions, a prophecy speaks of Mary's ascension, leaving us a sacred emptiness that nothing can fill. Could it be that the empty tomb itself is a whisper from heaven, a promise of a resurrection we all yearn for? Sometimes, emptiness is full of meaning. Mary's tomb is empty, yet our hearts are filled with reflections and hope. If the empty tomb symbolizes life after death, could it be that we all in this life carry an empty tomb within us? Pope Pius XII once said, "The empty tomb is a profound mark of the ascension," that something sacred happened beyond human sight. It's thought-provoking when what isn't there becomes the strongest evidence for a belief. The tomb may be empty, but in that absence, is there perhaps the presence of an undying faith? The prophecy isn't just empty words. It's something that touches our soul, stirring a sense of something beyond understanding. Mary's empty tomb may be void, but do we find ourselves filled with faith in another life after this one? Perhaps the empty tomb is the universe's way of saying, life goes on even if we cannot see it. Sometimes, absence is how truth shows itself, not through fullness, but through void. If you stood before that tomb, gazing into its mysterious emptiness, would you feel something? Would you believe in that prophecy? The scene of the empty tomb at night, with candles flickering, makes the space feel suspended in time. Could this be a sign of something supernatural, beyond all human understanding? In the dim twilight, those gazing at the tomb can't help but wonder, is this mere coincidence or evidence of something sacred that science cannot yet explain? Scientists look upon the empty tomb with serious eyes, analyzing every trace. But perhaps there are things unseen by the eye that only the heart can perceive. To some, this empty tomb is undeniable proof of steadfast faith, yet for others, it is simply a natural coincidence. Where does truth lie between these opposing views? The flickering candlelight reflects in the eyes of believers standing before the tomb, creating an atmosphere of mystery. Does anyone truly know where the truth lies, or is it all just speculation? A young scientist stands nearby, pondering, will we ever fully understand what's happening here? Or is science forever left outside the mysteries of faith? Scholars argue that the empty tomb can be explained by natural phenomena. But could there be mysteries beyond explanation that only faith can fulfill? For Christians, this is seen as an undeniable miracle. But does that mean science has no place here? This question lingers each time they face the tomb. The leader of the research team sighs, realizing that sometimes truth lies not only in measurements or formulas, but in the stories of souls that have drifted beyond time. Everyone looks at each other, wondering, where is the line between faith and reason? And do we need to choose one over the other to continue this journey of discovery? A believer whispers, have we perhaps been too stubborn to think science and faith can't coexist? The words echo in the air, inviting reflection. As the dawn begins to break, the sacred mystery of the tomb fades with the night. But within each person, the question remains, can we truly grasp the mysteries of faith? Another researcher speaks up. If this truly is a miracle, could science step back to allow understanding and faith to coexist? The eyes of a believer shine as she softly says, perhaps we don't need to find all the answers. Sometimes mystery is the most essential part of faith. An experienced scholar speaks, science doesn't necessarily have to break faith. Maybe it's simply illuminating the path so that faith stands stronger. And now, the final question is for you. If you were standing before the empty tomb, would you choose to believe in a miracle, reason, or a harmony of both? Thank you for watching our video. What are your thoughts on the recent discoveries surrounding the Virgin Mary's tomb? Leave your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share this video with friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more explorative videos ahead. Stay tuned for more